Hi, I'm Denali, and today I'm going to be interviewing.
Isaiah Mountain.
And Bad Era.
Okay, so today I'm going to be asking you all questions about your joint project
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
So, how did y'all come to agreement that y'all wanted to make an album together?
Yeah, so we worked on a lot of songs before and stuff. So whenever we were doing that, we were like, we worked on a bunch of songs. It'd be cool to do a joint project, just like, come together, make. We don't know how many songs we were gonna make at first. At least I don't think we did. And we were just like, let's put an experimental album together and launch that shit. So that's where it came to be, So yeah.
Why the name Fiasco?
Why the name Fiasco, Isaiah? Explain it to them.
Because people think we're failures. That's why we chose that. So we were trying to show out for this album.
Alright, how long did the album take to complete from start to finish? Like, lyrics, producing, finalizing everything?
9 to 10 months. Definitely 9 to 10 months.
Just about. How did you decide on the cover art? Like, did you have other options, or what made you come to that one specifically?
We changed the album cover like 3 times. And then the last one just seemed to fit because it's so crazy. Yeah. So we went with that one.
Yeah, it's a trippy ass cover. I ain't no cap.
Yeah.
Why the vests? What do they mean to you?
I think we just think it's a cool style. Like, it's just something that's like way out of range, like it's not something that we see like other rappers do, like when rappers do their own shit, it's like they don't have a very specific style that correlates with like their music. So we're just like, you know what, let's do vests, let's do yellow, let's do this like 3M shit. It just looks dope. It's fucking cool. So yeah.
Was it difficult to come to terms and agreements on how the album should sound, or like?
That's a question for him.
Definitely, because Xavion's very picky. I had to change a lot for him.
Yeah.
The album would have been done a lot sooner if he didn't want to change it all the time.
Here, hold up. Before you go to the next question, I'm picky, but it's only cause for the better of the album. Okay, that's it. All right, that's the only reason I'm picky. So, yeah.
Have either of you done a collab? Fuck! A collab project before? Have either of you done something with like a whole album?
Oh no. We believe me, like we put the idea out, but it just never came into fruition until we had our own solo projects been done. So whenever he released Frame of Mind and I released Vitality, we took a bit of a break. I was kind of going through a relapse because I released a project and that kind of canceled itself because I wanted to shut that down and rebuild. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Good question, right?
Whose idea or what birthed the idea to write B93 skit? The skit.
That was definitely my idea. I thought it was cool because no one's ever done that before, especially not here.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a cool idea. I had to change it because there were samples in it. That's why there's a bunch of DJ scratches, and I thought it transitioned well into Writers League.
It did. I liked it. So one of my personal favorites, like track on the album, I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it right. Testarossa? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Testarossa.
Tell me about it. Tell me how, like from start to finish, because
He
that's
can
one of
explain
my
that
favorite
track, 'cause
tracks.
that's the track he cut.
I wanted a soul sample, and it's actually a Alicia Keys sample that I used, and I called it Testarossa because I don't know, it sounded cool if you were driving a Testarossa, and it's a cool name, and I worked hard on that song, changed it a lot. That song was a lot longer in the beginning, but I changed it, and it sounds cool.
It does sound cool. So, You Take Interlude. It's fucking beautiful. I love that song very much. Was there a specific person behind it, or was it just?
There's a specific person behind it, because that song kind of just like, to me, is like pretty much like, hey, like this song is about who makes me happy, and it's just like repeat. It's on repeat because that's just how my mind is with them. It's just like they always take me to a happy place. It doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when, doesn't matter why. It's just they do, and that's it. That's why You Take exists, or that's why it's like that. Yeah.
So me, I really like this is probably one of my top, maybe 3, maybe 2. I don't know. It was fucking Karma Baby. Tell me about that one. Well, how did y'all?
When okay, well, see, the thing is, the song wasn't even. We had the idea of doing a chopped and screwed song. We didn't know it was gonna be with that song. I mean, it was the perfect beat for the perfect type of chop and screwing. But whenever I wrote the beginning of that song, half of it's freestyle because I'm a freestyle artist, so it's like that's just how I am. But yeah, that song is just how it is because it's just like I don't know. We're just the southern sound we got. Just we gotta put that together. So yeah, chopped and screwed, baby. It's good. I don't care what they say.
Who the fuck is yelling on bugging? Who is that?
Oh shit! We'll just we have a friend named Bryce, and he's a white friend of ours. He's just crazy, dude. And we had to put him on the skit to put it together because it goes with the album and the reason of it. So it's like hey, dude, the album's shit. We just wanted him to say it, that the album was fucking.
Shout out Bryce Corey.
Shout out to Bryce Corey.
Shout out Bryce Corey.
Because it's fucking funny and it's hilarious.
He doesn't really like our music, so that's why I wanted him to do it, and he's bugging.
And he's fucking bugging. So yeah.
Okay, I think most people who listen to the album can agree that Fiasco was one of the best tracks on it. And strongest. Would you agree? And if so, why? And if not, why not?
It's a strongest because it's the outro and we're leading it out and it's like we're gonna leave it on a bang. It's gonna come out like, yo, what the fuck? These people are they're fiascos, but coming to that end, it's like we're actually legends. We're legends in the making. Like people won't know that, but it's like we're trying to show that on that song. So
definitely my best verse I've ever done. So I definitely tried on that song a lot, and I wanted him to try. His first verse, it was mad weak.
My first verse was terrible. My first verse was bad. Second time I recorded it was good. Like we fucking, it was top tier. Like I thought it was my best verse on there, but some other people might consider different. So yeah. That album was fun. That song was crazy. It's a cool ass song. It's a good song.
545 freestyle.
Oh man, fuck. I'll go. Okay.
No,
you go. Cause it's
so I had an idea of rapping over an elevator beat, cause we were at this what is it called? What was it called? Remember that room that we were in at Synergy?
Oh, we were in
an escape room.
Yeah.
And they were playing elevator beats, and instead of doing the escape room, we were freestyling for like half an hour. So I wanted to make a song like that, and it came out perfectly. And there's a video coming for it soon.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool as fuck. Cause
yeah, we had to freestyle that hoe too.
Yeah, we freestyled the fuck out of that beat. So yeah, the video is gonna. We shouldn't even talk about detail. We're not gonna talk about detail. But if you heard the song, you already know what it's gonna like. If you could picture it. So.
Which is your favorite track on the album and why?
Fiasco, because it's the hardest verse I've ever done, and it's the hardest beat, and I had to pay for that sample to get it cleared. There's a lot of samples that didn't get cleared, so that's the only one that actually got cleared.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the best song.
Yeah.
I don't know what your favorite song is.
Same question for you.
My favorite song, I think it has to be Karma Baby, because that's like my most emotional. So
Yeah.
It's Karma Baby. Yeah, baby. Karma Baby.
Are you completely happy with the way it turned out, the whole album?
Fuck yeah. I'm 100% happy. I'm glad. Whenever we first dropped it, I was so fucking happy for it to drop. It's just like perfect. It's where it's at. So I don't know how he feels, but here you go. So you can say.
There's a lot of songs that could have been added. We had like 6 or 8 songs that are throwaways, but other than that, the album's perfect to me. Yeah. I wanted it to be like 40 minutes, but it ended up being 34.
Will y'all do any future projects together again? Or
right now we're not working on anything. We're all just taking a break because this was a lot for us.
Yeah. Took us a lot of time.
It took a long time, and we're not gonna get any music. No music from us till next year. Nothing.
I saw that. Why? Because you keep teasing Aaron Ray to.
That's never happening.
Why?
That song's never happening.
Not happening. Right.
It's never gonna happen.
Why? Is it personal reasons?
Yeah, personal reasons.
Alright.
So there's never gonna be another Aaron Ray 2.
Yeah.
Never gonna be another one. Maybe in the next life.
Maybe in the next life. Shit. Maybe in the next life.
So what made you want to start
Music.
doing music? Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. When I was 12 years old, and I remember it was just one day I saw my uncle's journal, and he had like a whole bunch of raps in it. So I was like, oh man, this dude knows how to fucking rap. I was like, I want to do that shit. So, you know, I showed him a rap song that I wrote. It was like a verse about a girl from like 6th grade or whatever. And he told me it was really fucking corny, but he was like, yo, this is really good. Like he would tell me the way that the way I would piece lyrics together were like Biggie style, you know? So he was like, dude, you're on some like crazy shit. You should go with it, flow with it, like go with music. And I was just like, I probably should. So ever since that day, I've just been going with music ever since. And it'll never stop. It's an everlasting passion because, you know, it's some real shit. Music is real shit. You talking about real shit, you know? So yeah, here you go.
Okay, so music started for me when I was 14, and I was making like EDM music for a little bit because of my friend Justin. Shout out Justin. He inspired me to start making music, and I did that for like 2 months and I stopped. And then I went to Guitar Center out of town, and I was making a beat there, and that's where it kind of all started. And then Xavier inspired me to start making music, start rapping, and then I made a mixtape.
Oh yeah.
That's gone. Never hear it.
Never coming back.
It's trash. It's mad trash, and you'll never hear me rap like that ever again.
It's not. It was his first project, right? And I give it a little bit of praise because he correlated that project, you know. And you know, it's not some people that here in Odessa that you could listen to a project and be like, this mixtape is so out of order. And he put his mixtape where it was like songs are transitioning right, and that's great, you know. That's cool. That's sometimes a lot of people won't get that right, and that's dope that he got that on his first project ever. So I thought that was pretty fucking cool. I don't know. It's crazy.
And then the second one was it was a lot better, but it's still not good. The only song you'll ever hear from it is the song him and I made. So 7:38 p.m. /Paranoid. That's the only song I like that's old of me. And then the last album's whack too. So the only good albums I got is Frame of Mind, and then this one, and then Frame of Mind 2. So, and then, you know, all the rappers here in Odessa are whack. They're all whack, and they'll never make anything like us ever, because y'all are all whack. Y'all suck, and y'all are trash. Y'all know who y'all are mad weak.
Hey, let him take the shots. I'll let him take the shots. I mean, look, let me just say this for all Odessa rappers, okay? Work on your shit. All right, work on it. Work on your fucking craft. I don't care what none of you say. Don't say you're the best when you're slow rappers, Houston rappers, Southern rappers. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I need to hear bars. I don't want to hear no fucking I'm a ball hog. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sorry. That's just not. It's not a flow anymore. It's old. It's outdated. You know. So.
All right. How you produced the whole album?
Yeah.
How was that? Was
produced
that
it all.
difficult? Are you
very,
proud of it?
It's very difficult.
It's a long road.
Because I have a certain sound, and he has a certain sound, so I kind of have to work with him. We worked on the beats together most of the time, and then sometimes I'd send stuff in, and he'd fuck with it. Sometimes he wouldn't fuck with it, and then we argue about it, and then, you know, we do our verses on it. But it has like a southern sound to it, which is what I like and what he likes. That's why there's a chopped and screwed song. That's why there's a soul sample. It's a very southern album.
Yeah, I mean, it represents a lot like what we got going on as like Texas. You know, like the Texas sound. We're trying to represent that in a different way, our own way, pushing that out. Cause you know we got a lot of other people. They got their own way, and that's cool. But I feel like we're just trying to change that lane and pave it for the next generation of rappers that are here that want to do it just like how we did it. You know, if we ever become famous and we go up onto the chain, it's like, yo, they did some shit that was like way out of our fucking range. Some shit that people that were like wow, they're creative. Like that's some shit that they thought, So we want people to think that way for themselves and not be like, yo, I want to do it like him. I want to do it like him. No, do it like you, So That's dope. That's fuck.
I respect
Yeah,
that.
we got.
Did you freestyle everything?
I freestyled every fucking song. I want to say Karma Baby. I remember I wrote for it, but I also freestyled that song. So I freestyled every fucking song. Yeah.
Was that difficult, or was it easy for you?
He knows that I can freestyle. Everybody knows I can freestyle, right? But when it comes to wanting to put this project together, and whatever song that we put together, whatever sense comes out of me for like how I want to put it out for detail, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna freestyle something about like how I'm broke or some shit, you know, and I'll freestyle that, you know, and put that out there. Or just like Karma Baby, you know, I wrote about just bitches giving me temporary sensations, like just like that. It's just like I freestyled that came out of my, whenever I was writing that down, that was off of my dome, just freestyling it. So just the way that came out was just like, it's crazy. My brain is a fucking working computer, just like it's just ticking. It just doesn't stop, never stops. So
Okay. How long have you been friends for? Approximately.
What? I want to say. Don't say 6 years. Yeah, 7? 6.
Hold up. 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
What is y'all's relationship outside of music?
Dumb.
We argue a lot, but we're born one day apart.
Really?
We're born one day apart.
Yeah. This is
So
December 9th and I'm December 10th.
yeah.
So it's weird. Sagittarius is crazy.
Yeah. So we argue a lot, but we get along the most out of everyone.
Yeah.
All right. What artists influenced you to start music, or still influence you when you're making music?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. When I first wanted to make music, and when I was like coming up, I guess like I just listened to a lot of Biggie, and I know that's fucking corny, because I know a lot of people say they listen to Biggie and shit, but I listen to a lot of Biggie and Tupac in my time. So like the way I rap is definitely like, you can tell that style of my rap, and the reason why I keep making music is because they never stop, even where they were at. You know, Biggie was a fucking bum, poor, broke. So was Tupac. You know, so it's like, I mean, I ain't poor or a bum or broke, but you know, just want to do that because yeah. Why do you want to do music?
It's just Kanye, Gambino, and then Outkast. That's it. Those are the only ones. Just very all from the South.
Those are good, yeah.
So very Southern inspired. That's all I like.
How do your parents feel about you making music, and are they supportive of it?
My mom thinks I'm a pretty good lyricist. Like when I show her my music, so she's 100% supportive. Considering that I have songs that might be a little too like, you know, out there, out of pocket. You know, my mom's like, you know, whatever. Like I get it. It's storytelling, so it's like I get that, and yeah, so it's pretty cool.
They don't really listen to my music, so my mom used to be big on it, but I stopped sending it to her. And then my brother likes it. He says I talk about killing myself too much. So we'll leave it at that. And then my sister don't listen to it, and my dad doesn't listen to it.
When did you start buying equipment and knowing that you wanted to take music and your music seriously?
Oh shit, when was that? That was like maybe 2015. You know, I bought a Blue Yeti. Or I didn't buy a Blue Yeti. I bought a mic just like this, but it was like a different version. And I was just like, man, you know, like once I get this, I'll be off the ground just where I'm at. Cause like, you know, back then I was just like, I got nothing. I didn't have FL. I had like some cheap ass program, like some that were just free. I recorded off of them, made music off of those and shit. And I was just like, dude, I need to take this shit to the next level. So yeah, it was about around that time, like in the summer of 15. So yeah, it was pretty crazy.
2016, 2017, when I actually it was 2017 when I actually bought a piano and stuff, and actually started making my own beats, because I started off not making all of them, because like him, he was using type beats, and so I kind of followed that pathway, and then I stopped because I didn't want to do that no more. So I started making my own beats.
Now he makes my beats with me too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I produce for him from time to time.
And it's cool. Fucks with it, you know.
Do you ever get recognized when you're out in public? Or do people ever come up to you and ask you about your music?
There was only one person that ever came up to me, and it was when I was at the mall. Some white girl. I don't know her name, but she came up to me once when I was at the mall with my mom, shopping and shit. And she's like, wait, you're you're Bad Era, right? I was like, yeah. Like, it was just weird. It's the weirdest moment. It's like, I don't know. I never brought it up with anybody because it's not really significant. I just thought it was kind of weird because the way they she came up to me. I don't know who the fuck that person is. I shout out to whoever that white girl was. I don't know her name, but she was cool. So
almost every time I go out in public, pretty much. Honestly. So everyone pretty much knows me as Isaiah Mountain or Mountain Man. I don't know the other one.
I fuck with Mountain Man. What? Oh, Zaza.
Oh yeah, that's my old name.
Yeah, that's his old
I had 2 old names.
Yeah, Zaza.
It's Zaza and then Forrest Lacey. Those are my old names.
Why did you change your name? Did you not like your other name?
They sucked. Those names suck. So he's the king of changing names. So you can give him your old names.
I had, what was my first old name, man? I don't even remember.
It was like Deadly Assassin.
It was like, no, it was it was like some dumb shit. Like, it was something stupid like gold with an X on it instead of an O, like something like that. And it was like, and then I changed it to I remember I was going through a fucking phase, going through names, and then I named myself I named myself Bad Era because like, you know, I was just like, I remember it was one time when I listened to Joey Badass, right? And then I was like, when I first got into him, he had a collective group called Pro Era. So I was like, you know, this is fucking cool. Like, these people have their own sound and a whole style. I feel like that's me because I could always switch up anytime I want to with style. So I was like, I'll name myself Bad Era because, like, it's a fucking cool ass name and it sounds cool. I'm a Bad Era. So it's a dope ass name.
We tried to start a collective a few times.
Yeah.
With Jacob and
Jacob,
and then Hunter.
Yeah.
But they never turned out well. This is the first time we ever actually collaborated on something and it came out right.
Yeah, because whenever we came up with Mount Era and then put it as a collective, we didn't have much going on with, in the past, whenever we had other friends that wanted to work on music and stuff like that, we couldn't have, like, you know, chances to get them on because they didn't have equipment or they just didn't want to do it or didn't have, you know, carry out lyrics or something, you know, cadence, flow, anything like that. Like, we had a friend named Jacob, right? And man, he's fucking great, man. I wish we could put him on. I would give you the SoundCloud name, but his SoundCloud name is weird. You need to change that shit, Jacob. If you watch the fucking video, change that shit. I don't know how to say it. !0V13, some shit like that. But anyway, yeah, it's just crazy how we came together and we finally made this project because we've been on music for a minute. So it's just crazy to come together and finally do it.
Are your friends supportive of your music, or do they like?
Not at the beginning, cause I was whack, so I had to, you know, go away from everyone and start back from the beginning.
Yeah,
that's what I did, and you know, he was whack in the beginning too. Not gonna cap.
Yeah.
So we've grown a lot since then. I'd like to believe that we're the best rappers here in Odessa, if not the best artist.
As I said, a lot of people just don't know how to master their craft. I feel like people just need to master their craft in the best way they know how, instead of just, you can always have influences and view them and try to take that as your own, but whenever you're going through music, you kind of realize that, hey, I can have my own style. Just like, who the fuck am I to do? Like, what can I be in my own end to make music? So that'd be dope.
I just think everyone here sounds like everyone else.
That's very true.
So
Very
I wanted to do something different. There's other people doing their own thing out here, you know, shout out to them, but if anything, we're underrated cuz we're not popular. We weren't popular kids in we're not popular kids in high school, so that's why, you know, we don't get that recognition. But now that this album's out, we're getting that recognition, so that's cool. We like to see what happens in the next one.
Do you personally think that you will be famous one day, or?
If I speak it into existence, I believe it. Like, if I believe it enough, I'll put that energy. If no one doesn't believe me, that's okay. I'll put that energy out there for myself. Like, I'll believe I'm famous. I want to believe I'll be famous. Like, I have to. If I really want to do something with this, and if it goes anywhere, I have to believe it, because it has to. You know, just like I don't want to even be like a fucking like some preacher or anything, but just like how X said, you know, anything you put in existence is what you're gonna get out of it. So anything you're gonna keep pushing forward is what you're gonna get like back by a bunch. So hopefully the more music that I come out with, and the more the more I improve and the better I get, and you know, the more people that recognize that, I want them to be like, yo, this nigga's the come up. This is the dude that came from Odessa, Texas. What one famous person that's from Odessa, Texas that's actually good? None. I can't name one fucking person. I want to be that one person. I want to be the paving. I want to be that paving person for everybody, even for him. So,
like him and I, we're always changing our sound, so we're never gonna sound the same ever. And I was told that I wasn't gonna be good at this at all, and this is the only thing I'm actually good at. So, if I think I'm gonna be famous, most likely I will be. That's just how I feel. No cap.
yeah. It's not even a feeling. It's like we know. Like, we're gonna put it out there regardless. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck everybody if they don't believe me. It's just like I'm going against the world when I do this shit. So it's like the rappers that you listen to now, the way that's coming up now, and the way that's kind of how it is now, it's just like, no, I ain't part of that wave. Like, I might be part of that generation of time and shit, but I'm definitely not part of the people. You know, I'm a lyricist. I'm gonna be a person who's always for the storytelling. You know, you want the details, I'm gonna give it to you. So,
Okay, so thank you so much, Bad Era and Isaiah Mountain, for letting me interview you.
Thank
Do
you.
you have anything else to add about the album or anything in general?
it's fucking Fiasco, baby. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say that's the best album out. It's experimental. Listen to that shit. It's great. Go listen to Fiasco. Go listen to my solo projects, Bad Era. Or go listen to that shit.
Go listen to Fiasco. Got a concert next week on the 20th. It's gonna be the best concert you've ever been to here in Odessa. Promise you that on everything.
Yeah.
You pull up with that energy.
We're the best.
The best.
We don't want to see no weak shit at the concert.
Nope.
None. Promise you. Go listen to the album. Every platform you've ever heard of, it's there.
It's even on fucking Tidal.
And then go listen to our solo stuff.
Yep.
And there's more solo stuff coming soon. That's it.